Welcome to another In the Saddle with Drover Sports. Today we have men's soccer player Nat Scott on the show to talk about the Drovers 2013 season so far. This is In the Saddle.
Ball is tipped, there you are. You're running for your life. You're a shooting star. All the years, no one knows just how hard you work, but now it shows. In one shining moment, it's all on the line. One shining moment, they're frozen in time.
Welcome back to another In the Saddle with Drover Sports. Today we have Nat Scott with the men's soccer team here to talk about the season. Welcome to the show.
No worries, thanks for having me.
So how do you feel like the season's going so far?
It's been a bit up and down, 4 and 3. Obviously, we would have liked to have been 7-0, but unfortunately some of the results haven't gone our way. We're looking to improve on that as the season continues.
Well, you guys played the conference opener against OBU at OBU actually on Friday night, and you'd had basically like 2 weeks off because some of the last weekend's games were canceled because of some weather, and you guys went in 3-0 clean sheet. Really played some of the best soccer you guys have played all year. What was kind of clicking in that game, or was it just the 2 weeks off?
I think it was a variety of things. The boys' work rate was superb on Friday. I think we all worked hard and worked together as a group. I think the belief was there, the togetherness, if you like. There's still some issues that needed to be improved on. We could have finished a few more chances. We created a lot of chances, but unfortunately didn't finish as many as we would have liked. But overall, I mean, you can't complain at a clean sheet, and the boys put in a good performance.
Well, not to touch on a sore spot or anything, but kind of a rough start to the season, 3-3, and we fell out of the NAI rankings. And by the time this airs, we'll have 2 conference games under our belt. So winning conference has become even more important, falling out of those rankings as a way to get to the national tournament. Has that adjusted your focus at all?
Yes and no. I feel that our focus is what the coaches mainly try and drum into us is just to be 1-0 at the end of each day, at the end of each game. So, I mean, whether we're in the rankings or not, we still want to win every game. We still want to play to the best of our abilities. I mean, obviously, conference has become that bit more important now that we can't rely on a ranking, as we are out of the top 25 for the first time in a while. So, conference has become paramount, if you like.
Now, I've got you listed as a defender. You've been playing some forward. You have, let's see, 2 goals and an assist on the season. What do you feel like your role is on the team?
Kind
of muddy right now.
Mainly to work hard. I think work rate is one of my better abilities. Obviously, my size and strength helps as well, but yeah, just to try and work hard and help others out, I think is more my role in the team.
Now, a couple of weeks ago, you had a shoulder injury. You were out a couple games. What's the status of that right now?
Well, I saw the hospital this morning, and he confirmed that I dislocated my shoulder in practice a couple of weeks back. Unfortunately, I believe I've torn the labrum. I don't really know what that is. Torn the rotator cuff.
Doesn't sound good.
And fractured the humerus, the ball of the humerus. So, luckily though, I don't need surgery right away. I'm able to play with it strapped up, providing that it doesn't fall out anymore. So, and then hopefully get surgery on it in December and fix it up properly.
Okay. So you're originally from England. How did you find your way here to usao and to CHICKASHA?
I was playing back home for my county, which is like your state, if you like. At the end of the year, our coach came up to us and said, "Lads, there's a lot of opportunity out in America for lads such as yourselves. You should definitely look into it. I was finishing school back home. I didn't really know what I was going to do. I wasn't going to go to university in England or anything, so I had a look around, spoke to a few lads and spoke to a few boys that had done the same thing, got in contact with an agency, played a few games with them. When USAO contacted me after a while, I had a little look and decided that this was the best one for me.
Well, good. We're really glad to have you, and thank you for being on the show today.
No
Look
worries,
forward to
thanks.
a great rest of the season. Great
Thanks
conference.
very much.
Now it's time for Fan of the Week. We're doing something a little bit different with Fan of the Week this year. We're going to ask you a USAO or USAO Athletics trivia question. Unfortunately, we didn't have a winner on last week's question. The question was, which sport at USAO was the first to go to the national tournament? Tennis is the correct answer, believe it or not. This week's question is, there are 2 schools in the Sooner Athletic Conference that are charter members of the conference. USAO is one of them. Who's the other? Be the first one to email us at usaointhesaddle@yahoo.com with the correct answer to win your very own prize. That's our show. Make sure to keep up to date with schedules and results at usao.edu/sports, and we'll see you next time on In the Saddle.
Bustling sidewalk, moving like a river so sad. So hey, where we going? Tell me where we've gone.